Convicted felon David Michael Rose, who is running for LD30 Arizona House of Representatives, is also a so-called pastor of Restoration Hope Church in Lake Havasu, Arizona.
So he was on the school board, and people didn't think that he had more than one felony. They didn't look up his whole criminal history, and they did not challenge his eligibility when he ran for the school board, because I don't think they knew how, and there's like a 10-day window once you turn in your paperwork. So, everybody was up in arms, but even the Havasu paper softballed the guy and acted like it was a one-time thing. Oh, he found God in prison, and, God lives in the penitentiary.
And say his name again.
David Michael Rose. He runs Restoration Hope Church in Lake Havasu City, which is interestingly running a federal EIN number under Church of God with no mention of Restoration Hope Church. So I reached out recently to the Church of God main office and asked them to comment. Was he officially related to Church of God with this Impact Church of Shepherdsville in Kentucky, or was he involved in this church in Mohave Valley before he came here? Does he serve on your state board like he says? Because that's not on your website.
Who seemingly got evicted from the building he was renting on McCulloch in Lake Havasu. So he used his position as the president of the Lake Havasu Unified School District to conduct public services at the Lake Havasu High School, which puts the Lake Havasu School District liable because the school district is responsible for whatever David Rose and his team of misfit security team, who obviously do not have any formal training, nor do they possess any certification or guard cards. And judging by the way they chased the journalist and her friend out into the parking lot, it appears they were trying to bait them into some kind of an argument.
You too. Have a good one.
Don't mess around, okay? What are you talking about? Relax. I come to check out your church. And you guys want to come out like this? Don't mess around.
What are you talking about?
Don't come out to me
What's
like
your
this.
intention of being here today?
I'm here checking out things, okay? You guys have a blessed day. Go back.
We're here to worship the Lord.
Yeah, okay.
So God bless you.
You too.
Things, okay? You guys have a blessed day, blessed day, blessed day. Go back.
We're here to worship the Lord.
Yeah, okay.
So God bless you.
You too.
But what David Rose does while in possession of the school is the responsibility of the Lake Havasu Unified School District. Did Rose inform the district that he actually called the police and filed a fraudulent report?
He said the guy had a weapon.
Yeah, we have video of the guy.
He's standing by his car.
Standing by his car with his hand on his back.
Did you ever physically see a weapon?
He didn't pull it, but when he turns around and releases his hand, you can see the imprint of the weapon.
Okay.
You too. Have a good one.
Don't mess around, okay?
What are you talking
Just
about?
relax. I come to check out your church. And you guys want to come out like this? Don't mess around.
What are you talking about?
Don't come out to me
What's
like
your
this.
intention of being here today?
I'm here checking out things, okay? You guys have a blessed day. Go back.
We're here to worship the Lord.
Yeah, okay.
So God bless you.
You too.
A journalist is protected under the United States Constitution. David Rose is a political candidate, and he and his family volunteered to be vetted by the public.
Had a crazy morning.
No worries. Can you kind of tell me what's going on?
Yeah, so this lady that's been attacking my campaign, so I'm running for the House.
Okay.
I'm currently the school board president.
Does someone have video?
He got that on video.
Okay.
This is my security team for
Okay.
the church, so. Yeah.
And can I see the video, sir?
Yeah.
The cops on us now?
No one told David to put himself out in the public eye as a public figure, but he has called the police and used them to harass others as well.
So we use this for church on Sundays. We rent it. And she showed up here with the phone recording, how do I rent this? And so my team kind of started coming around and she got my face and I answered her question. And she said, well, can we go in and look around and record? Sure, go ahead. We're not in service right now. And then they come back out and she approached my dog.
Good morning.
David. Yes.
How do you get this facility? Can we rent it?
You can.
Through the school district?
Yes.
Because I have another one I want to bring in here.
All right.
Hi.
Hi.
My name is John Ramirez. How are you?
Doing well.
Good.
Got my face and got my face and got my face and
We're just curious.
okay.
So who do I rent from?
The district office.
Okay, perfect.
6 tatted up men approached them and then followed them out into the parking lot to their cars they were trying to leave.
You too. Have a good one.
Don't mess around, okay?
What are you talking
Just
about?
relax. I come to check out your church. And you guys want to come out like this? Don't mess around.
What are you talking about?
Don't come out to me
What's
like
your
this.
intention of being here today?
I'm here checking out things, okay? You guys have a blessed day. Go back.
We're here to worship the Lord.
Yeah, okay.
So God bless you.
You too.
Afterwards, David Rose filed a fraudulent police report where he and his so-called security team fabricated a story making claims that one of the visitors pulled a gun on him.
And none of us recognized who they were, you know what I mean? So they get out of their car, and just as I walk up to them, I was like, hey, good morning, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Welcome to church. Love to see you here. And then towards the end of the video, as he's pulling his pistol on me, towards the end of the video, as he's pulling his pistol on me, I'm like open armed, like, hey, man, just have a wonderful day. You know what I mean? Sorry for any inconvenience, you know what I mean?
But no one ever physically saw a weapon. We don't know if the weapon
we
was.
did not physically see a weapon.
Okay.
But you know, we're assuming.
Yeah.
You know,
And then-
And then the team said the guy had a weapon.
yeah, we had
And-
video of the guy.
He's standing by his car.
Standing by his car with his hand on his back and all.
Did you ever physically see a weapon that he
He
had?
didn't pull it, but when he turns around and releases his hand, you can see the imprint of the weapon. Okay, see the imprint of the weapon. Okay, see the imprint of the weapon.
Okay. Does someone have the video?
He got that on video.
Okay.
Got that.
This is my security team
Okay.
for the church. So.
And can I see the video, sir?
Yeah.
Take notice how the same tatted-up dude who claimed a gun was pulled on him looked right at Rose when Lake Havasu PD specifically asked if anyone ever physically saw a gun.
But no one ever physically saw a weapon. We don't know if the weapon. But no one ever physically saw a weapon. We don't know if the weapon. But no one ever physically saw a weapon. We don't know if the weapon.
Towards the end of the video, as he's pulling his pistol on me, you can see the imprint of the weapon.
This was after the dude in the yellow Hawaiian shirt specifically said, in total theatrical drama, that he saw the imprint of the gun.
You can see the imprint of the weapon.
But then, after Lake Havasu Police specifically asked if anyone ever physically saw a gun, the same member of the security team admitted he never saw one. Well, which is it? Did you see the imprint or not?
You can see the imprint of the weapon. Okay, see the imprint of the weapon.
He then denied ever seeing one. Here's a great question. How could anyone see an outline of a gun when this thug was facing the visitor? This person who is accused of pulling a gun is a business owner who asked David Rose if he was renting the high school, and that's about it.
David.
Yes. How do you use this facility? Can we rent it?
You can.
To the school district?
Yes.
Then, this so-called security team of about 4 men followed them out to their car to harass them, and it appears the guy in the black shirt was trying to bait them, and were trying to prevent them from leaving.
You too. Have a good
I don't
one.
mess around. Okay?
What are you talking
Just
about?
relax. I come to check out your church. And you guys want to come out like this? Don't mess around.
What are you talking about?
Don't come out to me
What's
like
your
this.
intention of being here today?
I'm here checking out things. Okay? You guys have a blessed day. Go back.
We're here to worship the Lord.
Yeah, okay.
So God bless you.
You too.
The back of the visitor is clearly seen, and there was absolutely no gun visible, nor any imprint of any gun. David Rose and his Christian thugs filed a false police report, which is a crime in Arizona. ARS Section 13-2907.01. David Rose has a habit of using the police to harass people. He is also called code enforcement, complaining about the Kentucky Inmate signs that are placed right beside his campaign signs all over Mohave County. He also got attorney Tim LaSota to send a cease and desist letter out to another journalist, MOHAVE Free Press editor-in-chief Jennifer Esposito, as well as he tried suing Leland Hubert, the prosecuting attorney who put him in jail for 10 years, because this fraud is nothing more than a con man, convicted of swindling people out of thousands of dollars. And let's not forget what he tried doing to Ginny Sautner. The Lake Havasu Unified School District let this felon loose on a school campus to harass people using the Lake Havasu Police Department, claiming he wants to press charges on a fraudulent claim he is being harassed.
Her, asking her questions, so we definitely want to press charges for that.
Okay.
That's threat, intimidated a minor.
When in fact, he lied to the Lake Havasu police. What else has he lied about? How about CASEY SCHNEIDER sitting in jail right now? Journalists have every right to question any candidate and any public figure in a public setting, and that goes for their family members as well. A false police report made against journalists investigating a public figure is a serious matter that courts and prosecutors take
So
seriously.
everything with this guy is just really fishy. I had former church members of his come forward to me after they saw my reporting, and they said, boy, we got a story to tell you. So I met with them, and I've got to meet with one more. They all backed up each other's stories. They told me all kinds of crazy stuff. And some of it, of course, can't be verified. Like, I have no way to verify whether or not he really was having sex with other women in the church office, unless those women are willing to come forward. But I was able to verify, like the federal EIN number. These people, one lady was doing his books. She said that he refused to be 1099. So I saw that there were no 990 forms filed. There's some things you can track down. They told me that he had asked church members to provide their social security numbers when he first opened the church so that he could background check them. And then he apparently, allegedly, I've got to talk to the two guys involved, but he apparently opened an LLC, which I verified at the Corporation Commission, for something called Two Paths Financial, with two church members without their knowledge. And I guess they found out, allegedly, when they were getting credit applications mailed to their house for a company they had no knowledge of. So they told me that they thought that he also did that to a woman that was a coworker of his at the car dealership in Havasu. So I found a Freedom Something Real Estate with a woman's name on it, and I got to track that one down, see if she's willing to talk. I had a friend pull all of his Havasu business licenses. He had a license for a Montessori school, kind of a thing. He had a license for something else. He's got his wife's house cleaning thing. But the church members told me that he told the Kentucky child support people he had no job and no income, and he got out of paying child support on his illegitimate daughter since 2024.
Thereafter, things got a little scary.
Okay.
We're here to worship the Lord.
Yeah, okay.
Things got a little scary.
Okay.
We're here to worship the Lord.
Yeah, okay.